Bears.
Hello, my name is Karina.
And my name is Maya.
Today is Monday, December 14th, 2020.
This is the last week of school for this crazy year.
Let's hope that 2021 brings us some better luck.
Today is also Green Monday.
Green Monday is a day that promotes sustainability in our lifestyles.
Be sure to recycle and find other ways to reduce your carbon footprint today and really every other day.
Here's a short video on how you can reduce your own energy consumption.
Okay, so as humans, we use a lot of electricity. So we have phones, laptops, smart home appliances. All these things require a lot of electricity. So according to the Environmental Protection Agency, in 2018, 26.9% of the greenhouse gases that were emitted were caused by the production of electricity. And in case you're wondering, that's a lot. So now that we know how big of a problem this really is, I compiled a few of the easiest ways that you can reduce your own energy usage. So we're going to set the first one off really simple. So these are power strips, and I'm going to bet that you probably have a few of them laying around your house. And you might not know this, but they drain electricity just by being plugged in. So if you're not going to use them at night, you should either unplug them or just press the little button right here. And oops, I forgot, that's where my lighting is also coming from. So moving on to number 2, this one's just another really bad habit for a lot of people, and it's to just keep the lights on when it's really bright outside. And if it's bright outside, there's no point to keeping the lights on. It's already bright outside, so just turn them off. And oh my god, it's so dark. So for number 3, a lot of people, including me, like to keep their phone charging even when it's at 100%. And this is bad for 2 big reasons. First of all, by doing that, you dramatically shorten the life of your battery for technical reasons. And number 2, you're actually wasting a lot of electricity by doing so. So if you see your phone at 100%, I would suggest you unplug it, but since mine is still charging, I will keep it plugged in. Lastly, I'm going to go on a limb and say that you probably have at least 1 or 2 home appliances that you own but you never really use and still have it plugged in for no real reason. So for our household, that would be the Echo Dot. We got him or her last year and we rarely ever use it, but still have it plugged in for no real reason. So all you have to do is say, Alexa, say goodbye.
Goodbye.
And then you immediately unplug it. I don't know why you have to say the goodbye part, but you just do. And that's all there really is about this. It's just as simple as unplugging fully charged devices, power strips, and appliances you never use, and this will help fight against climate change, global warming, and also it saves you some money.
On this day, in 1799, George Washington unfortunately passed away.
To commemorate the United States' first president, here are 3 random facts you might not know about George Washington.
Number 1, George Washington went through 4 sets of dentures in his lifetime.
Number 2, George Washington is currently the 2nd richest president in U.S. history, having a net worth of over $500 million.
And lastly, George Washington didn't have a middle name, because back then, middle names weren't a common practice.
What was the year 2020 like for you? We know we'll all remember 2020. Was it good? Was it bad? Was it a combination? We want to hear from you. What were the things that impacted you that you will not forget in terms of the bad things or the good things? It could be a little thing. It could be something in the world. It could be something personal. We want to hear from you. So we have sent out a flip grid on GMSTV Classroom, and please share your thoughts and ideas with us. Thank you very much. Also, today is the first day where the vaccine will be distributed in America. It'll come out in the thousands, and slowly but surely, it'll be distributed across our country.
Please join us on Zoom at 11 a.m. on Wednesday, December 16th, to speak with former Graham alum and current District Attorney of Santa Clara County, Angela Alvarado.
This is a must-see. It will be fun and informative. Both you and your parents are welcome to join. This event is not appropriate for younger children.
Angela will be discussing discussing issues related to social media, digital safety, and privacy online.
Now it's time for your special Meme Monday segment. Thank you to everyone who sent in memes, and we are sorry if we couldn't include yours this week. Sports update.
For this week's Bear Awards, we're going to start off with Miss McCaslin's sixth graders. She has nominated Jacqueline Vera for her enthusiasm that's reflected in all her work. And she's always sharing her trampoline adventures through her movement logs. Awesome work, Jacqueline. The next one is Jonathan Voskamp. Jonathan has maintained excellent progress this trimester. He's working on self-motivation and that learning has been quite evident. He continues to be active with his family and his dog. Moving on to Mr. Van Dam's students this week. He decided to nominate sixth grader Lucy Wright. Lucy is very detailed in her wellness logs, and she also lets him know how the workouts go, and she likes to draw to relax on her free time. Awesome job, Lucy. The seventh grader, Marcus Rochelle. Marcus is always being very positive and full of energy. He has a high passion for basketball and likes to show that off in his wellness log. Moving on to Mr. Brown's nominees this week. He has chosen 8th grader Sophia Villaro. She enjoys playing sports, watching Netflix, and eating sushi. If she could go anywhere, she would go to Hawaii because of the great weather and beaches. Good job, Sophia. For his 7th grade student, he has chosen Talia Lewitt. Talia enjoys doing both soccer and theater. She continues to turn in very detailed fitness logs. Even when she feels unmotivated, she always gets the job done. Moving on to my students this week, I'm going to give it to 8th grader Gloria Vasquez. Gloria always turns in her work on time, complete in sentences, and has some great insight. Thank you, Gloria. For my 7th grade student, I'm going to give it to Osvaldo Moriera. He always puts in some effort into turning in his work. I love his movement logs, and he has really high scores on his tests. Good job, Osvaldo.
Today, the electors will meet in their respective states and cast paper ballots for U.S. President. The results are then tabulated, signed, sealed, and sent by registered mail to the Vice President in Washington. Many states have laws requiring their electors to support the winner of their state's election.